Hello there, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Welcome to Crystal Clarity. We're going to be doing a new moon in Capricorn spread, taking a little look at what you might be trying to manifest over the next couple of weeks, looking at what your intentions are, and then also taking a look at what you may have released over the full moon period. So I do see you currently in pretty a good spot right now, or at least you seem to be doing okay. Just in the sense that I see you being very content with where you are right now. Feeling pretty some sort of success. And I'm not sure if it's just emotionally within a connection or in the workplace, within your personal achievements, whatever it is, but I see you feeling pretty content as it stands right now. So let's see what it is that you released during the full moon period. What did Libra release, please? Yeah, okay. So this is pretty good energy here. I do feel like, so we have the World and we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. So I do feel like with this World card here, you most definitely had some sort of completion of something that you are putting behind you. This could be just, an ending of a cycle in your life, an end of an era for you. You might be kind of moving on up to the next cycle, next level up within something. And I feel like with this completion, you've put behind you put a lot of like stress and worries and anxieties to rest finally. I do feel like there's some sort of healing that occurred through this completion, and you're ready for that next level. Yeah, and then we do also have the Hermit in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. So you might have been feeling really isolated or feeling alone or having a lot of fears around, maybe being on your own or being alone. And I feel like, if that was something that was really, really stressing you out and really bothering you and something that you used to think about quite often, I feel like you have closed that out. Like you're done worrying about being alone. You might have even found some solace in being on your own or some sort of healing within that. So that's very good news to see here. Where is Libra currently? What is your current energy? Okay, so we have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse with the Chariot. So you might be dealing with a Cancer, but I do feel, lots of folks getting the Six of Pentacles in the reverse in their reading. So I do feel like there is a focus, and it makes sense with the new moon in Capricorn as well, that you might be focusing in on your efforts, what it is that you've been giving to others, how you can be more charitable, how you can make sure that you're also just like there's balance within that giving and taking. If you're somebody who is used to being very generous and used to sharing and you have no problem doing that, you might be kind of taking a look to see where maybe people might be taking advantage of you because of that, or areas in your life where there's not that balance between between what you are giving out and what you're receiving back. And if you're somebody who hasn't been so charitable in your energy, or you haven't, been in a place to really be super generous, that is something that you're examining and recognizing that maybe there are areas of your life where you could be more giving. But with this Chariot, nonetheless, like, you are in the driver's seat of your life right now. You've got things very much in control, as far as like, you're not letting anything kind of get in your way when it comes to some sort of goal or just your life in general, like the path that you're on. Like, you're just in a spot right now where you're very determined, and you're not going to let anything necessarily stop you, and not in like a bad way, in the sense, but more in the sense that you know how to handle challenges that come in your way here. And we do have the Fool in the reverse at the bottom of the deck here, so it could have been that part of this Six of Pentacles and the reverse energy, it could have been that, in your new beginning, your new start, your next level, as that's been moving forward, moving along, you may have kind of taken some steps here with this Fool in the reverse where you weren't, maybe necessarily thinking quite ahead. And, because of that, like, you might have come up against something where with this Six of Pentacles in the reverse, maybe you took out a loan, or somebody offered you some sort of assistance and you weren't really in a position to be able to pay that back, or you thought that you might have been through this new beginning, but then things just kind of, you might have come up against some sort of challenges that you weren't expecting. And that could be it too, is that you're kind of dealing with, yes, you're in this new beginning energy, but you might already be kind of seeing where maybe you were a little bit more excited and just kind of taking a leap of faith and just putting your trust into it a little bit blindly. And now even though you've come up against that, this Chariot is still here. So it's like, you might be coming up against a lot, within this new beginning, but you're not letting that get in your way, and you're still trying to remain very focused and continue to just move forward. So again, that is really good energy as well. So what's emerging for Libra? What is emerging for Libra? Yeah, so with we've got the Four of Swords in the reverse, the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Knight of Wands in the reverse at the bottom of the deck here. So I do feel like, there might have been a quick turnaround between this completion with the World and this new beginning with the Fool. Just in the sense that with this Four of Swords in the reverse, this is an indication that, like, you really kind of needed to take some sort of rest period for yourself. Some sort of recovery, and with it being in the reverse, it feels like you didn't take advantage of that when you should have, and now you're kind of beyond the point of needing a rest. Like, you really just kind of need to slow down and take some time for you to really recharge, and that might be where, the Fool in the reverse, you might have just kind of been trailblazing ahead and not really paying attention to your physical needs, your mental and emotional needs. But with this Page of Pentacles in the reverse, like, there might have been some sort of missed opportunity because of that, related to finances or work, or developing like a project or learning something new. And so there might have been a missed opportunity here with that. And that, again, like I said, like, you could have like taken out a loan when maybe you weren't quite where you needed to be yet to take out that loan. It could be a lot of different things, but with this Knight of Wands in the reverse, this is an indication like, yes, you're ambitious. Yes, you have a lot of passion and inspiration towards this new beginning, but you might have been a little bit hasty in getting things started. So let's see what it is that you wish to grow. What are Libra's intentions, please? So we've got the Knight of Cups in the reverse, King of Wands in the reverse, and the Nine of Cups. So I think moving forward, you're still, like I said, you're in a place of contentment and you want to keep that going. You want to maintain this success and just keep moving along, keep pushing forward, which is great. But with this Knight of Cups and the King of Wands in reverse together here, you could be dealing with a water sign, could be dealing with a fire sign. But if this is your energy here, I feel like you, again, you might have had some sort of false start with this Fool in the reverse, and your intentions moving forward is to make sure that things are a little bit better planned out, I guess, just in the sense that with this Knight of Cups in the reverse, you could have been just a little bit overly idealistic and about your expectations, really thinking that, things were going to just work out perfectly, or just you were going to land on your feet and everything was going to be fine. And with this King of Wands in the reverse as well, it's kind of an indication here that you may have had really high expectations, and I do feel like you're trying to move towards being a leader of some sort. You're wanting to kind of call the shots, be the one to be delegating things, and kind of being the one in charge, and using a lot of your creative potential to really spearhead some sort of new beginning, new project, new goal, new desire. But it just feels like you may not have had all of the right mindset and the planning in place, because again, like I said, you might have just been a little bit unrealistic when it came to your expectations here. But it's not stopping you. Again, we have the Chariot here showing that you are very determined to move forward regardless of whatever may come up. And with this Nine of Cups as well, you're very much focused on contentment. And like I said, I already feel like you are pretty happy where you are. So, it's not any super big moment of failure for you, because you're just kind of happy to have the opportunity, happy to be where you are, and just kind of wanting more for yourself. And with the Lovers here at the bottom of the deck, I do feel like you're very balanced yourself, very in harmony with yourself. You might be dealing with a Gemini, but you definitely are giving yourself a lot of love here, which is great, because I don't really see you getting super discouraged. I don't really see you dealing with any super harsh energies. It's you're very, just taking it a step at a time, and maintaining a very, open, minded perspective. So what is going to, or how can you get your goals and intentions into fruition? So we've got the Queen of Wands in the upright and the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So I feel like this is just kind of like balancing out your feminine energies here. So making sure that, you know, you're taking action, you're very inspired, you are drawing on all your creative abilities, being very self-assured, and confident in your abilities, but also maintaining that with like a degree of practicality and stableness and following routine. With this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, you could be, you know, just a little bit focused maybe on wealth or your material resources. But again, like I just feel like this is really speaking to just kind of making sure that your energies are balanced out, that you're taking the appropriate action, but you're also planning, you also have structure, you also have routine. Yeah. But what are the outside resources, the outside influences available to you that are going to help you bring your goals into fruition? All right, so we've got the Two of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. So you definitely have some sort of connection around you that is very, very strong. This is the soulmate card, so this could be a partner, but this could also be a really, really close friend. And I definitely feel like they're providing you a lot of support, and just there's a lot of mutual trust and respect here as well. So they could be really offering you a lot of insight or just helping you kind of plan and reflect on where it is that you want to go. The Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, like there is a degree of just kind of looking at where you've come so far, how much work you've put in, you know, reevaluating, you know, maybe what it is you'd like to see moving forward. But I definitely feel like this person that you have in your corner really is going to help you through this reflection, and going to really help you kind of assess your situation. So you definitely have somebody in your corner here that you can rely on. But let's see what the advice is. What is the advice for Libra? All right. So we've got Speak Your Truth came out. And yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like, you know, you are in a pretty good place right now, just with your energy. I do feel, like I said, like you're not dealing with anything super harsh here. And it does feel like you put an end to a cycle where maybe you did have a lot of stress and anxiety and worries, and you kind of had some sort of success and completion to that previous cycle. But speak your truth. There's something here that needs to be said, most definitely. You know, maybe just kind of in this strong, capable, self-assured energy that you're having right now, you can use a little bit of that and draw upon that to really just make sure that you're speaking your truth moving forward. We also have self-love here. We did talk about that, how I do feel like you are giving yourself a lot of the necessary treatment that you need right now. else for Libra, please? What else for Libra? So you've got application coming out. And this is a card that does speak to, you know, the fact that you may have learned some sort of lesson or just gained some sort of wisdom, you know, in regards to the situation that happened above with the world and the Nine of Swords in the reverse. And you're being asked to apply that knowledge moving forward. You're being asked to really, you know, commit to this newfound knowledge and use that to your benefit and further in situations that you're dealing with currently. What else for Libra, please? So you've got your commitment is being tested and believe in the impossible. So this definitely speaks to this Chariot energy here. Like you might be definitely kind of coming up against some challenges, some obstacles getting in your way a little bit. But like I said, like I feel that you're driven here. I feel that you're focused. You're really just kind of like, you've got this like tunnel vision of just like where you would like to see yourself going. And despite the fact that your commitment may be being tested right now, I don't really feel like you're letting that stop you from trying to move forward and believe in the impossible. Like, you know, whatever this new beginning is, yeah, you may have had you know, maybe just a lack of kind of truly being able to see what those consequences were going to be, or, you know, truly being able to see what challenges may come up. But again, like, you know, you started this with a whole bunch of hope and faith and trust in yourself and whatever it is that you're trying to do. And just having like a lot of courage too, to just kind of put yourself out there and see what happens. So again, like not losing sight of that, continuing to believe that despite that maybe you've got some challenges that have come up, that, you know, that does not mean that you can't achieve what it is that you would like to achieve. And we've got hold your vision. So yeah. And I see you doing that. I see you really trying to not lose sight of your end goal here. What else, please, for Libra? So we've got let yourself feel all your emotions. Your entire rainbow spectrum of feelings is sending you important messages and guidance. I think that's also going to be important with this Four of Swords. You know, if you really spend some time allowing yourself to recover and to rest, I think that you'll find the time and the space to really let out anything that needs to be let out that you might be holding on to, anger, sadness, grief, you know, frustrations, like holding space for all of that, but like giving yourself a comfortable area to do that in, a comfortable medium in which to express that. Last card for Libra, please. So we've got cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. And, you know, this card doesn't necessarily mean that you have hit a rock bottom. I don't even really feel that here. But it does, this surrender to the alchemy of life, it does speak to this idea of, you know, when we have a downfall or, you know, some sort of failure or anything like that, that really pushes us down in our energy and really kind of makes us feel defeated, there is a need to kind of surrender to that moment and like allow ourselves to really kind of take in everything that we can take in from that. So that way, you know, you can, you know, oh my goodness, what am I trying to say? So that way you can, you know, experience that like upswing of like once you've gone through that rock bottom, quote unquote, it's a lot easier to see the light, and like it's like kind of like hitting that lowest point so that you can, you know, kind of have that downfall but then rise again. And I do feel like you're utilizing this energy, like, you know, you might have had some sort of false start, like I said, or failure with that Fool in the reverse, but you know, you've got to allow yourself to experience all of that process so that you can have the other side of it. We've also got the golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. And I also feel like you're utilizing this energy, like you are being very loving towards yourself, being very you know, innocent in the sense that you're like not letting anything really kind of get you down, is what I feel. And you're kind of like using like this like resiliency to propel you forward, is what I feel. So that was it, Libra. That was the reading. Thank you so much for being here. As always, if anything resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. All of the above would be greatly appreciated. And we'll see you in a couple weeks for the full moon reading. Bye, guys.